Well, just very briefly, happy Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This is the month of May, and we are so excited to be able to celebrate in the success of Asian Pacific Islanders. I also want to recognize our incredible allies in this room. If you are an ally of the Asian Pacific Islander community, we thank you so very much for spending your very valuable time and being with us here today and helping to demonstrate the solidarity and commitment of American values and also of Silicon Valley history. Of course, I want to give a shout out to my mayor of Santa Clara, Lisa Gilmore, who is also here. Thank you very much, Mayor Gilmore, for being with us here too. But I serve as hopefully continuing the legacy of those who have come before us. As Ken Fong mentioned, I am fourth generation Californian, speaking more Spanish than I do Chinese. But I am still considered a perpetual foreigner. And that's why this storytelling is so important, about the lived experiences. Did you know that there are some states in the United States that have passed legislation that have prevented Chinese from owning property? Did you know that? That there is legislation right now in other states forbidding Chinese from owning property. Now, we've seen this before in our American experience. Did you know that there is a pending piece of legislation by a United States senator that would prohibit Chinese students from coming and getting educated in these United States? And when we think about the history of Silicon Valley, it's in fact because those immigrants who have come to become educated here in the United States, then while here, are the founders and the job creators of the economic engine that is that of Silicon Valley. So that's why this storytelling is so important, and we are so thankful, Diana and also Tony, for allowing us this opportunity to gather to help talk about the importance of what we currently see. This is what we see currently in the United States. And if you're thinking that this is far-fetched in other states, that in fact Florida, while Florida is looking to banning books in history, here in California we required mandatory ethnic studies. While other states are looking to ban ownership from immigrants coming from China, we say here we're going to celebrate and make Lunar New Year a state holiday. We see the importance of having representation, and that's why this work is so important. And finally, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Diana, I know that we're about to get into this too, but how can each of us contribute and help? Are we going to segue into this portion about how we can all help? You can say whatever. Well, I understand that this is also a nonprofit, so if we have the ability to help invest in this effort, you can go to this QR code, which the mayor is already doing on your table. There's a QR code here, and I hope that you'll take an opportunity to get your phones out and to utilize this and go to the link associated with this to help advance the interest in the stories. That's very important right now so that we can make sure that Asian Pacific Islanders are not the targets. And I also want to make mention that, in fact, I received text messages about the filming of the race epidemic from the Jewish Federation in Los Angeles. This is about allyship, and other communities are talking about the solidarity, that it is one community after the next, and that we must stand up for everyone. And so while this might be the Chinese community or Asian Pacific Islander community, it could be the Jewish community next, the LGBT community next, and every other community. So we must be vigilant in this time, and that's why we appreciate you spending your time during this Memorial Day weekend to join us in this celebration too. So I'll hand it back now, and hopefully we have this back in order.